how do you determine whether your zany goal is, too ridiculous, say, to be achieved? How do you stretch yourself, push yourself, but at the same time have that element of realism in there?
With the zany goals, there's no realism.
Right.
You allow yourself to go as bonkers and as crazy as possible. I think we're too self-limiting, especially
Hmm.
in the times that we're in. So we have to eliminate those self-limiting beliefs. If I told you, for example, that I was going to hang upside down outside the RT building with a straitjacket around me, 150 foot in the air with my head wrapped in cling film so I couldn't see or breathe, you'd say, well, that sounds impossible. Well, yeah, and when I come up with these stunts, I've no idea how I'm going to do them. See, that's what people don't understand about the magical
Hmm.
thinking of a magician. When we come up with things, we train ourselves to not limit ourselves. We don't know how we're going to do all these things. People wonder the process. The process is I come up with the idea first, and then I backtrack
Hmm.
down to a reasonable method. So for me, like one of my zany goals and dreams, and I keep saying this, so I know it's going to happen, and I feel a bit silly saying it because I'm thinking, oh my God, I'm actually going to have to do this someday now. So it's climbing Kilimanjaro in my underpants with the Iceman, Wim Hof. So that sounds like crazy, probably to a lot of your listeners. And it is crazy and it's supposed to be crazy, but your crazy goals and dreams should be aspirational.
Hmm.
So I talk about my goals as targets. So I don't have goals written up on my vision board there. I've got targets. See, goals very often can become just an aspirational thing that you're looking towards, whereas a target, it has a specific measurable distance that, like, if you think of it better like an arrow reaching a target, it's got a measured distance that arrow needs to go. Whereas a goal, sometimes, even if you put a timeline on it, can sometimes in your head just become, as I said, aspirational. So I see everything as targets, and I write them down as targets, and I give myself that measurable distance to go, that measurable time to go, and then obviously, figure out the actions required to move towards those targets.